the pandemic.
Manny's gonna fight Tank after that.
How would they fight? Tank's 135 pounds.
Catch weight, 43, 44. Yeah.
Who wins that one?
I think Tank.
WBC shouldn't have sanctioned this fight. This is something that Manny Pacquiao shouldn't be allowed to do, but he's doing it. They're probably gonna make a lot of money off of it. It's gonna be a business success.
Talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, man. You like that fight because he's little, like he's your size.
I like that.
As speculation of a possible $500 million mega fight between Manny Pacquiao and Gervonta Davis intensifies, the boxing community is alarmed. The prospect astounds both fans and analysts. According to reputable boxing expert Showbiz, The Adult, this bout may result in the largest payout in the history of the sport.
Gonna rub it in. Pause. I remember saying when Tank couldn't get a fight in, I was saying Shakur shouldn't have signed that deal with Matchroom if he wanted to fight Tank. Lomachenko, I said he ducked. But then when he couldn't find a fight, I said, hey, fight Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I said fight Manny Pacquiao at 144 was, number one, you can get the sensationalism and the crazy hype shit of a Jake Paul fight, right? It got the money grab on it. On top of that, though, he can prepare for 140 by fighting Manny at 144, get a training camp in at a heavier weight class. Then he could come down from 144 and fight Tio at 140. Everybody said that don't make sense, Biz. Tank fight Lamont Roach, take a knee, draw, grease in the eye.
Comparisons have been flying high since it was announced that Gervonta Davis and Manny Pacquiao might face off. The opposing styles and histories of the two boxers are being discussed by boxing fans worldwide. Davis, who is renowned for his timing, accuracy, and ability to terminate a fight, frequently waits patiently before landing a deadly blow. Pacquiao, on the other hand, overwhelms opponents with his unrelenting energy, lightning-fast speed, and barrage of punches. There has been a lot of discussion about whether Davis's knockout ability can defeat Pacquiao's volume and experience as a result of this stylistic clash. The fight pits modern explosiveness against traditional skill, but it's more than just a match between two boxers.
Most explosive lightweights of our time, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, against one of the most feared and ferocious explosive lightweights in history, Manny Pacquiao. Both men are southpaws and use genius traps to get their opponents to drop their guard and set up hard punches that end the night. While Manny Pacquiao was more of a volume puncher, we all know Gervonta "Tank" Davis was a one-punch knockout artist. Manny Pacquiao also had to chop trees down because he went up in weight throughout his career. Gervonta now is still at what looks like is his natural weight, so he's still able to use that power. Both men used amazing angles. Both men also used amazing momentum punches, meaning they would wait to the last second and then step in and catch the opponent coming at them, and it'd be like a high-speed collision. Tank Davis was great at creating openings to land that one-punch eraser, while Pacquiao created openings in a different way. He would do it by throwing lots of punches and really throwing variations from head to body, but the result would be the same. Both men would stop or knock out their opponents. If prime Pacquiao fought prime Tank Davis at 135 or 140, who wins? Tell me in the comments.
By returning to the ring against top competition at the age of 46, Manny Pacquiao is once again defying expectations. At this point, the majority of fighters have either moved into advising positions or have long since left the sport. However, Pacquiao's choice to come back creates difficult issues. Slower reflexes, diminished endurance, and heightened susceptibility to injury are common problems for aging athletes. In contrast, Gervonta Davis is in his prime physical form and brings youth, strength, and speed to the table. However, Pacquiao has previously outsmarted numerous younger opponents with to his unrivaled ring IQ, tactical skill, and adaptability. Age-related factors cannot be disregarded, yet timing and experience may still work in his advantage.
As a cash cow, as a star attraction, as something like a pro wrestler to an extent, you ain't gonna get the fights you want with this dude. You gonna get him fighting Mexicans and gimmick fights like this. Now, the sad part in all this is, in my opinion, is this fight is crazy enough to happen. It's going to make a lot of money. It's going to do good sales. But not only is it box office and big business, in my opinion, if promoted right, looking at this motherfucker's resume, this is probably his toughest fight, in my opinion. A 45-year-old Pacquiao will be the closest thing to a 50-50 fight Tank's been in. And that's sad, that's fucked up, but it's the absolute truth. This is the closest thing he's been into a 50-50 fight, a 45-year-old Pacquiao. Me personally, I don't know what Pac-Man has left in the tank for me to say that this is going to be competitive. It comes to age, speed and reflexes are the first thing to go. Explosiveness are the first things to go. So off youth and explosiveness alone, Tank should be able to beat the old man. But the fact that this is even up for debate is sad, man. Like I said, stop looking at Tank as a star as a regular fighter. Look at him as an attraction. When he fights, expect to see the bitches come out. Expect your casual friends to hit you up, talking about parties.
Mario Barrios is supposed to face Manny first. Recognizing the importance of the opportunity, Barrios has addressed this impending confrontation with respect and gravity. He sees this fight as a turning point that might drastically change the trajectory of his career rather than just another test. Taking on Pacquiao, a legendary figure who has influenced generations, requires not only the highest level of physical preparedness, but also emotional poise. Barrios is aware that facing a boxer with Manny's legacy entails more than just winning or losing. The goal is to demonstrate his validity to the boxing community as a whole. He also expressed a balanced assessment of the difficulties facing both boxers by admitting that Pacquiao will not have an easy time getting ready for someone like Gervonta.
I think I could take a lot from that fight, actually, man. You know, like the way Tank, you know, the way he closes his distance, you know, the way, you know, like he worked off his speed, you know, similar size. I think Pacquiao might be a couple inches taller. But yeah, man. So like again, all those fights, you know, they're like prepared me for this moment. You know, I got me ready for this fight, and yeah, just going back, you know, taking what I can, you know, from those fights as I always have, and then, you know, just work on.
Expressing his worries about Manny Pacquiao's possible fight against Gervonta Davis, veteran trainer Robert Garcia hasn't held back. Garcia has cautioned that this fight is not just perilous, but potentially deadly. When pitted against a veteran whose reflexes might have deteriorated, Davis's youth and punching strength present a significant threat. After beating Mario Barrios, Garcia thinks Pacquiao will think about retirement rather than continuing to fight opponents who could cause him significant harm. His prudence stems from his concern for a legend whose past glory shouldn't be overshadowed by needless risk, not from disrespect.
Before the pandemic,
Manny's gonna fight Tank after that.
how would they fight? Take 135 pounds.
Catch weight, 43, 44. Yeah,
Who wins that one?
I think Tank.
Why do they want that fight?
It's a big fucking fight. It's a huge fight, Ellie.
Who do I cover in that fight?
Huh?
I like both of them. But
Cover both of them.
Boxing experts are becoming increasingly dissatisfied with Pacquiao's current fight schedule. Many think it's reckless for him to face Mario Barrios and possibly Gervonta Davis so soon after. Pacquiao may be worn out, exposed, and unprepared for Davis's explosive power due to the physical toll of the previous fight. Critics contend that sanctioning organizations, such as the WBC, ought to be more circumspect, particularly when interacting with an elderly athlete. Insiders caution that forcing Manny into consecutive battles could cause more harm than good, even though financial incentives appear to be fueling the momentum.
First, let's start with Manny and Tank. That fight's even more trash than this one because Tank Davis is a way better fighter than Mario Barrios, bro. Tank Davis would send Manny Pacquiao. That's not a good look. So Manny can call it out all day. I'm sure PBC would love to make that fight. Tank Davis, if you and your team watching this video, bro, anybody that's rocking with Tank watching this video, that's beneath you, bro. That man's 72 years old, bro. He about to get hands put on him by Mario Barrios anyway, in my opinion, so I don't think it matters. But even if he was to somehow win and defeat Mario Barrios, I would not want to see Tank Davis take on no damn Manny Pacquiao, bro. That shit would be all wrong.
The unbeaten star has made no apologies for the Pacquiao bout, as is usual of Tank Davis. Davis made it apparent that he is prepared to take on Manny at any time or place with a composed yet certain manner. His comments imply that This is about establishing his own legacy rather than pursuing a payday. For Davis, Pacquiao is a legend worth defeating rather than an aging combatant.
Saying him and then fighting somebody like Pacquiao, it give me hope for sure. It doesn't matter who I fight. It doesn't matter. As long as I put on a great performance whoever I fight, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that.
That concludes the video for today. We'll see you next time, so stay tuned.